Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while since I've made a video and it's been a little difficult being consistent with just getting up content with the kids and just homeschooling in general and planning and everything else like that, but hopefully I will be able to be a little bit more consistent. This is going to be our third year of homeschooling, which I'm so happy that I decided to make that change. But so we are fully enrolled again in Seton, but this time, this is like really shaky. I think I'm gonna put you down, hold on. So we are still enrolled in Seton. I am happy with the majority of their curriculum. I really wouldn't change anything. I feel like once you kind of get in the rhythm of things, it becomes just kind of like second nature to you. It is a little bit overwhelming at first if you've never done it before. Use Seton. It can be very intimidating, but I really did like it. There were a few things that I would change about the curriculum. For K through, I believe it's third grade, if I'm not mistaken, they do have science and history that they offer. They also have art and music. I feel like those subjects are lacking. They are not interesting. It's basically just read and color or read and answer questions. And to me, that is not engaging. Like you can do narration, you can ask them questions and stuff like that, but it just was not engaging. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to adjust our curriculum this year. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got from Seton and then what I have substituted, basically. All right, so we have Art 2, which I did substitute in another art, an actual art study. This one is just basically talking about how to draw pictures and stuff like that, which I figured is fun still. So we're going to do this art, but not every single week. We are gonna do the art study that I got, which is from like Heritage Curricula. I love their curriculum, it's so beautiful. I just personally didn't go with them for curriculum, like all curriculum, just because they're not accredited. And I know that's not really important in the homeschooling community to a lot of families, but discussing it with my husband, it was very important to him, and I like to make sure that he feels like he obviously he has a say, these are his children as well. So, you know, with agreeing on homeschooling, this was very important to him. So we decided that we would go with Seton just because we liked the way that the setup was, we liked that they held grades, and we liked that they were accredited. So that is why we chose Seton. But I did go ahead and substitute in their art study, which is really cool because it's a nature collection, and we do plan on doing nature study this year, which I'm really excited about. So it's their nature collection, art masterpieces, and they send you prints. And so you get all these different prints here, and that's what you will be kind of doing the nature study on. You have poems, they have mini masterpieces, and then you kind of just discuss how they have it set it up. It's about the artist, art story, art theory, poems, different things. So I thought that it would be kind of fun. They also have extension activities where they can practice drawing whatever it is that's in the photo. So for instance, if it's wildflowers, they would practice drawing wildflowers. But yeah, I thought it would be really cool to do an actual art study this year. CJ loves nature, so we're doing the nature study plus this art study, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for him. He does love to draw, so we're doing this combined with this and a nature study. I went ahead and purchased him a sketch diary to go with the Seton. And then I got him a cute little pocket nature journal. It's not lined or anything, so he can tape or glue in pieces of nature that he finds, or he can sketch whatever he wants to sketch, or do watercolors, or whatever he wants to do for the nature study. So that's that there. We are still gonna just stay with their English 2. We're gonna stay with Mathematics 2. We are gonna stay with their handwriting, which I absolutely love. Handwriting 2. We're staying with spelling 2, phonics 2, and then we are going to stick with their religion 2. He is enrolled in catechesis at our parish, so he will be doing that along with this. And then I went ahead, and I haven't gotten it yet, I went ahead and purchased a subscription to the Benedictus, which is just basically like a missal that you get every single month. It has prayers in Latin. It has the regular Mass as well in it. So we are going to be using that. I would like to get into just reading daily scripture, like the Mass every single day, as a part of our religion as well. So we're going to be like, it's just going to be a combination. So I really want to start our day off. I used to start our day off with math, but we're going to change that schedule completely, and we are going to do things a little bit different because I have kind of finagled in a way to be able to do Seton, but also do more Charlotte Mason, where my heart really is at this time. We did Charlotte Mason in kindergarten, and I loved it so much, but it just became increasingly, not overwhelming, but increasingly intimidating because I was going to have a third child. I just figured I couldn't do it. So I found a way to kind of like intertwine it a little bit and see if maybe it works, see if maybe next year we'll be doing something different. Of course, I would have to discuss that with my husband, but yeah, so those are the Seton books that we're going to be using this year. So I have substituted in the nature study, which I showed you, and then I've also substituted in our history, and I've also substituted in our science, and I'm going to show you those now. So both of these subjects are from TAN. TAN is also another homeschooling program, or homeschooling program, I guess. You know, they offer curriculum. You can enroll with them, or you can just purchase separate subjects, almost like Seton, except for they are not accredited either, and I don't think that they keep grades for you. So if that's big for you, they don't do that, but like I said, you can, if you're in the lower grades, you can substitute and stuff as long as it's not graded. But yeah, so the first thing that I got was The Story of Civilization. This book is absolutely incredible. This is the actual like history book. And then this is the activity book. And then this is the teaching manual. I am so incredibly impressed with how they have set up this history. It's incredible. They have so many different activities. They don't recommend that you do every single activity in the teacher's manual, which is great because this is set up for grades 1 through 8. So there are so many different activities that you could potentially use this for multiple years and just do an activity every single year. And I am so happy with it. I really am. I've started my pre-reading a little bit here and there. I'm gonna do note-taking. I'll incorporate, scripture if scripture is required for the reading. So I am just so happy about making the decision to substitute in the history. Then we went with their science. So for Seton, every other week you would do either history or science, and it's only 2 days a week. So I went with just one science study this year because this is actually meant for like half a year. But I just decided that we would kind of take it a little easier. So we went with the Foundations of Science, Plants, Wonders of Nature. So this is a complete like plant study, plant guide, and they go into detail about like farming and food and all these different things because this will really tie into our nature study. So plants, nature, you get it. So I got the actual like book. It's not very big, so it's not very intimidating. And then I also got the workbook for him as well. And again, the workbook, I love the way the workbook is set up because you have a chapter. So for instance, we have chapter 4, seedless plants, and then you have a science journal here, and then you have where we can kind of discuss the chapter. So my favorite part of the chapter was, one thing I learned was, and we might do this, we might not do it. I just prefer to do like basic narration, like tell me about, what stuck out the most to you. And then the importance of roots, the importance of leaves. There's a crossword puzzle in here. And then they have like blank pages kind of in here where you can draw. What else do they have? Seeds versus spores, which I thought was really cool. So you can talk about mushrooms and cone seeds. So seeds, spores. I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I love the way that it's set up. It's very, very minimalistic, which is what I like. It's not overwhelming at all. And then I went ahead and purchased from a used bookstore. They're not here yet, unfortunately. So, but I went ahead and purchased some nature guides. So I have purchased one on plants, one on birds, and one on, I want to say it was bugs. Yes, plants, birds, and bugs. So that is pretty much it for CJ. That's really all I have headspace for right now. We are going to be doing Spanish this year. I really wanted to do Latin, but my husband really, really wants to better our Spanish because we are of Hispanic heritage, but we do not fluently speak Spanish. So it's really important for us to kind of give that to our children, so they're not the generation that it kind of died out with. And I fully support that. So we are going to be learning Spanish as a family. It's going to be like a family endeavor. We're going to be doing that twice a week. And my husband has decided to take over and become the Spanish teacher. So Mia's curriculum this year is going to be very minimal. She will hop in and do science if she wants to hop in and do science. She can hop in and do history if she wants to do history with us. And she can hop in and do art. She's definitely going to take part in the nature studies. I know that for a fact because she loves being outside. So she will definitely be doing the nature study with us. She might hop in and do art with us as well. It's completely up to her. She's more going to be learning through play. But I did go ahead and pick her up a few books just so that because she loves to do school. She has asked me all summer, Mommy, do you have school planned? What do you want me to do today? So I went ahead and I got her this I Can Find Letter Sounds. This is from Catholic Heritage Curricula as well. And I love the way that this is set up because it is teaching you the sound. So not so much like this is A, but ah, ah, ah. So this will make it easier for her when it comes down to learning how to kind of like blend sounds together and learning how to read. I think that she will really enjoy it. Plus there's a lot of cutting and pasting. She loves to cut and paste, and that will give her more practice with scissors. And then her religion is Little Acts of Grace. She'll also partake in our morning reading of, the Mass. And then we got the year at Maple Hill Farm, and this basically just goes through, the entire year. So January, February, March. She'll learn about the different seasons, and this is set up really beautifully. So it's animals again. They love animals and they love being outside. So this is perfect for her. And then again, to tie in with the Little Acts of Grace, I got the Aesop for Children, and it's basically just a list of fables that kind of teach you like directions. Like there's the tortoise and the hare in there. It teaches about patience, different things. It teaches about honesty, all these different things. And the kids really, really enjoy stories like this because it kind of just ties in why we are supposed to be good, basically. I also went ahead and got from the library the children's book of virtues. Again, these kind of go hand in hand. They're just teaching children to be virtuous, behaving, things of that sort. So we're really working on listening and following directions and being respectful and using kind words and learning how to share. That's pretty much what we're doing right now in preschool. Everything else is kind of just icing on the cake to kind of make her feel like a big girl. But right now we're just really, really practicing on, learning how to be in a part of our homeschool because we have to be respectful to one another. And so that's what we're working on right now with Mia. And I think that's about it. That's pretty much it for the curriculum that I have planned for both of the kids this year. It seems like a lot. It seems kind of overwhelming, but I have a feeling it's just going to kind of flow with a schedule that I have. If you want to see how I'm going to kind of set this up, I would be more than happy to do a video on that. Just let me know in the comment box below. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. And thank you again for watching. We'll see you again in the next video.